Alright, here we have a 1959 Austin Healey Bugeye Sprite, ready for restoration. Restoration to be done by Vince and Seth King. Vince will do all the managing, Seth will do all the work. Just kidding. It's a 948 engine, 948cc. Ran a couple of summers ago. The guy said he hooked up a battery to it and started it up, so that'll be the first thing we do. Try and get it running. And then we're going to tear it completely apart, frame off restoration. And probably upgrade some stuff, put an alternator on it instead of a generator. Disc brakes on the front at least, maybe front and back. And we might even go with a 1275cc engine if we can find one at a good price that's in good shape. Guy bought it from, owns an old car dealership, who bought it in an estate auction from a guy who got it in Washington. You can see the Washington tag, and with the intent to restore it. That was between 25-30 years ago. Guy never did anything with it, and then this guy bought it about 4 years ago just to resell. So the guy from Dan's Old Cars bought it from the estate with the intent to resell it. He's had it about 4 years in storage. All of those 25-30 years have been in inside storage. Gauges are not exactly correct. Those aren't the gauges of the time period. Not sure about the dual gauge, the water oil temperature. But I'm pretty sure, I don't know about, actually I don't know about the speedo and the tach, but the fuel gauge is incorrect. It should have the quarter and 3/4 markings on it as well, from what I understand. The knobs are, some are right. There's the choke, which is correct positioning. That's the wipers, which is correct. That's the turn signals, which is correct. Of course, the ignition is right. This is an addition. I'm not sure what that is. I'll have to trace that down. This is the washer push knob for the washer pump. And then this one here and that one right there, I'm not too sure about. Have to check them out. And then it's got the starter knob to pull for the starter. Seats aren't in great shape. The passenger one is in a little better shape than the driver's side. Looks like maybe some rats got in there and made use of the foam cushion for some housing work. Overall, it doesn't look too bad. I can't see inside there, but I mean, it just needs a lot of clean work. We're going to strip it completely down and do a frame off restoration, as I said before. But all that looking in there looks solid. The trunk area looks solid. We do have some holes in the floorboard, so we'll have to put new floor panels in. Just cut those out and weld some new ones in. We'll have to check the ones under the seat. I mean under the driver's side. Yeah, we got holes here too, so we'll replace those, and then we'll also check the ones under the seat area down here. Pull these seats out and see how solid. Looks like we got a hole right down in here, if you can see right in front of my finger. So we'll probably have to replace those panels as well. We do have the OEM steering wheel that came with it, with a lightning bolt horn push button, which is working, although the horn will probably not be working. But we'll see when we get a battery hooked up to it. There's a cutout for a radio on that side of the panel there near the pull handle, but of course it wasn't used. We probably won't do anything with that. Somebody wants to listen to music, they can just plug their earbuds into their ears from their iPod. New windshield is going to be required. OEM rear view mirror, which will get re-chromed. We've got the windscreens, original windscreens, so we'll get those recovered with new plastic covering. Probably we'll go back with black instead of white. I don't know if this thing originally had a white top with it or what, but we'll go back with a black trim around that. So probably the biggest issue is here on the driver's side front fender. Looks like there may have been a lot of Bondo work there. Got a hole, a pretty big crack. Other than that, it's kind of solid, but it's bent up pretty good. And then the lower valance looks pretty rough too. It looks like they might have hooked something to it right here and drugged the car, which was not a very smart idea. Which, you know, pulled all of this loose. Grill we're going to have to replace. This looks pretty rough right in here. We have all the lens covers with it, and you can see this is pretty thick right here, so I'm sure there was some Bondo work done in here. So we'll have to replace at least that lower valance. I don't know, we might have to do something with the hood, but good body guy might be able to take care of it and get it back the way it should be. It's bent up pretty good here. Looks like they tried to drill holes for some latches for a front hood hinge so that the hood moves forward. Not sure when that was done or why it was done. We do not have the original wheels with it. I thought that might be, but those slots is not correct. It should be just little small round holes all the way around. We do have this style here, which I think we might have four of those. But there's two there, and we got one over here. There's one. What's under there, Seth? Yep, so we got four of those. So if those will clean up, we might could reuse those. The hood, the top is just toast. It's not going to be usable. So overall, lots of work to do. We do have the original top rack. So we'll clean that up and refurbish that. Got all the trim work on the doors, the dash. So overall, not too bad. We got plenty of work to do, but it's going to be a fun, long project. So first thing we're going to do is try and get the motor running, and we'll get some video of that when we start to do that. But we got to go get a battery and get it charged up before we can do anything with it. So thanks for looking.